You're at the sport, right, and you're all there cheering on and you're linking arms with like year 5 boys. You might see that same younger boy in the playground the following Monday and be like, hey, I know you. You know, we'll shouting our lungs out together on Saturday on the weekend. I'm Ingham. I've been at BBC from year 7 and I'm a year 12 student now. Something that I've been very fortunate in year 12 this year is definitely being a college prefect. I've been very honoured to have this role, being one of the elder boys in the college and being able to really connect with some of the younger boys.
The reason why I wanted to send Finn to BBC is I actually always wanted to go to BBC. I think the other thing I really like is it's a boys' school and they really focus on the boy. And I think the school really caters for that, allows for that, and that's how they educate them. And I think it's all incorporated. So it embraces them as they are and lets them run with it.
Yeah, obviously my BBC journey has definitely shaped not only where I am now, but what I want to do in the future. I started off in year 7, almost overwhelmed by just the enormity of BBC. I came from quite a small state school, and so coming to BBC and walking through that front doorstep on your first day after year 7 camp, I was like, yeah, this place is massive. I started cricket in year 7. I think the program was really good at not just being involved in sport, but making mates. I think the boys who I met in the cricket program, I basically met at the end of year 6. I already felt on that first day after camp that I was definitely already part of the culture because I'd been preview to the sporting side.
The guys in his cohort have really pushed him along. The school does that, but it's actually the guys in his class, they're the guys that really push him.
This is competition in a safe environment amongst people who are on about the same wavelength as them.
And I took up cross country in year 8 as well. I'd always sort of enjoyed running. There's a lot of skills that you learn whilst doing cross country which can be applied in other aspects of your life. And what BBC has been really good for is narrowing my focus. So especially through the subject selection, they give you a very broad range of options that you can choose. And so it almost prompts you to think, okay, where do I see myself not only at the end of year 12, but in the future as well? I've sort of streamlined that into the English and humanities, and BBC has given me every possible opportunity to pursue those spaces.
He had a dream of winning this Tuckwell scholarship. It's been years. They weren't aware necessarily of this particular dream of his, but just the capacity of the school to allow Finn to excel in the humanities has been phenomenal.
This year I was very fortunate to learn the news that I had been awarded the Tuckwell Scholarship to attend university next year at the Australian National University. BBC has undeniably shaped not only my experience but my ability to actually go for that scholarship and then obviously be fortunate enough to be awarded it. I think my initial interest was definitely the General Careers Expo in 2023, and I was very fortunate to go in to actually talk to the people at the ANU store. Went home, had a bit of a conversation to my parents, considered again about, you know, where I saw myself after school, and I thought, you know what, I think I do want to attend this university, and yeah, I'm going to have a go for the scholarship here.
I just think in your area, what you really like to focus on, what you're good at, they grab you and they push in that direction and then keep encouraging to do that. So off he went and he loved it. And the teachers just encouraged that love even more and more of just keep pushing, keep going.
In year 11, I was very fortunate as part of the honours program to be offered the opportunity to travel overseas as part of the broader Oxbridge experience. And it was essentially 2 weeks spent studying in Cambridge. For me, I took law. The first week of that program as well was actually spent in London, just sightseeing, getting a real taste for somewhere that's not Brisbane. And then obviously the program and what studying law at Jesus College actually looked like for me was it was 4 separate assessment pieces, 2 of which were assignment based, and then the other 2 was 1 debate and 1 moot. And so I was actually able to draw upon the skills that I had learnt at BBC in sort of the debating and critical thinking as well as problem solving sphere and incorporate those into my experience overseas. I found it an overall really engaging experience, but the credentials I actually took from that and into my scholarship were very pivotal to me actually earning the scholarship overall.
We have proof in the sense that we parent 4 very different sons. There is depth and breadth for every student here. It has met all of our boys' needs and we have a wide variety of sons.
I think that's fair to say. We've got a fairly good cross-section of boys in our family. So we know that they've really been catered for in each of their individual pursuits.
My year 12 year is starting to come to a close now at BBC, and looking back on my experience, I've just been really grateful for the friendships and the bonds that I've formed here. The boys that you meet and the collective experience that you have with them, they become sort of mates for life. And BBC is really good at offering all boy functions so that you maintain that connection. Just the opportunities BBC's afforded me, as well as emphasising that aspect of hard work as well, because that's definitely a skill set which can be applied to any part of your life, especially going into university. And so I'm really grateful for those skills that BBC has equipped me with.